Let me tell you what happened when I hit my biggest athletic goal and still felt empty. I'd worked my whole life for this, sacrificed, bled for it. When it finally happened, when I reached that moment I'd fantasized about for years, it didn't feel how I thought it would. No fireworks, no peace, just a weird silence. Almost like I'd lost something, not gained it. That's when I realized I wasn't chasing the goal. I was chasing validation, and I'd tied my entire identity to whether or not I could achieve. For years, everything I did was about results. Did I win? Did I improve? Did I meet the expectation? I didn't realize it at that time, but I had this quiet belief that if I could achieve enough, then I'll be enough. Then came the big one, Olympic qualification. The thing I'd visualized 1,000 times. The ultimate stamp of approval. Like once I got there, everything would make sense. Like I'd finally feel complete. And yeah, people were congratulating me, telling me how proud they were, saying I'd made it. And I was standing there, smiling, but inside, I felt nothing. No peace, no pride, no deeper sense of self. That's when it hit me. I'd built this entire idea of me on outcomes. And now that I had the outcome, I didn't know who I was anymore. This isn't just my story. If you're an athlete, especially a high achieving one, it might be yours too. You learn early that performance equals praise, that results get attention, that winning means worth. So you train yourself to chase faster, stronger, better, more. And without even realizing it, your identity becomes a scoreboard. You don't just lose a match, you become a loser. You don't just fall short, you become not enough. And here's the real danger. Even when you win, it's never enough. Because the second you meet one goal, there's another to chase. Another mountain, another battle, another version of then I'll be happy. What I've come to learn, what I want you to hear is this. Achievement is a moment. Identity is a foundation. And if your foundation is only built on outcomes, you will always feel unstable, no matter how much you win. But when you start to separate what you do from who you are, everything changes. You stop being afraid of failure. You stop tying your self-worth to results. You start performing with more freedom because the outcome no longer defines you. And ironically, you often perform better because your whole identity isn't on the line anymore. When I realized I'd been tying my entire self-worth to results, I didn't change overnight. But there were a few things I started doing that helped. Things that reminded me I'm allowed to exist outside of performance. I started asking myself better questions, not just, did I win? But more like, did I show up how I wanted to? Did I stay composed under pressure? Did I grow in some small way today, even if no one else saw it? Those questions changed how I experienced training. They helped me reconnect with who I was outside of the outcome. I also got curious about who I was beyond sport. Not in a deep life purpose kind of way, just little things. Stuff I used to love as a kid, things that make me laugh, people I feel like myself around. It reminded me I'm not just a performer, I'm a person, and that person matters too. And maybe the biggest thing, I started giving myself space to just think. Not plan, not prep, not optimize, just reflect. Journal a little, go for a walk with no headphones. Sometimes clarity doesn't come from pushing harder, it comes from listening more closely. You don't have to do all of this, you don't even have to do it right. But if any of this resonates, maybe just start there. I still chase goals, I still want to win, but I'm not owned by the outcome anymore. I'm not my results, and neither are you. You're allowed to want more, but it can't be to prove you're enough. You already are. And when you start building from that place, from ownership, clarity, and belief, you don't just grow as an athlete, you grow as a person. And that's what lasts. If this hits something inside you, good. That means you're ready. Ready to stop chasing approval and start building ownership. Drop a comment, share this with someone who needs it. Subscribe if you're serious about mastering the mental game, not just for sport, but for life.